The global warming is a big threat for the fishes in the ocean. The rising water and the temperatures can make more acidification into our ocean, which is caused by increasing level of carbon dioxide. This negatively impacts many marine organisms such as crabs, lobster, shellfish and corals by making it more difficult for them to build calcium carbonate shells. This decreases their stock and in the case of corals, destroy the habitat many species need to thrive. The ocean will also warm up slowly, which leads to that the fishes need to move to different areas to live in. Cold water fishes are extremely sensitive to small changes in water temperatures. When the water stays too warm for too long, the fishes can experience lower growth rates, greater sensitive to pollution, parasites and disease, and the river will no longer provide a suitable home for the fishes.
Another huge problem for the fishes is the toxic waste that we humans are exposing to the oceans all around the world. We are dumping tons of literally everything anywhere, and often it ends up in the seas. Such things as non-renewable resources as pure oil and gasoline are poisoning all kinds of sea animals, but more importantly, the fish. Also, hard and solid materials that can harm the nature in a more physical way, like plastics and ropes, are often found in the ocean nowadays. There are massive piles of garbage with a size twice as big as the area of Texas, where dead fishes are found inside a plastic can or with a rope around their fins. This has to get to an end before the whole population of fishes are getting extinct.
Humans have always been hunters. We've been killing animals on land and in water for all of our history. It's not odd, that's the way of nature. We are on top of the food chain, so why shouldn't we hunt? But do you ever see someone today walking out to the lake and fish when they really want a fish burger? No. What we do is go to the store and buy fish. Today, we don't hunt anymore, we kill. We kill large quantities of fish, just for our consumption. We are using boats who are solely used for removing large portions of fish in waters, who can catch thousands of fish. How do you feel if a huge net came and scooped your whole city up and sold you as food? We aren't even giving them a chance anymore. They do no longer have a choice to eat the bait on the hook or not. Now they are forced to be dragged up to the surface and become food by the fishing boat's large nets. It's not right.
What can you do to save the fish? Let me ask you this. How many of you actively recycle? Raise your hands, please. It's the simple things you do that makes a difference. Start by leaving the car at home and take the bus or walk instead. If you reduce the amount of electricity you use and the amount of carbon dioxide you release as a person, then the waters that the fishes thrive in will slowly regenerate to its natural form. You also need to massively reduce the amount of fish we consume today, because these demands we put on the fishermen makes them desperate, and therefore they will fish without hesitation of fishing to the fish's extinction. Another very helpful thing would be to reduce the amount of plastic you use in your everyday life. For example, to use a bag made of cloth instead of plastic. If you do need to use plastic, then make sure to recycle. And last, but probably the most obvious, don't throw anything into the water that could harm the fish or their ecosystem in any kind of way.